Good morning. Hope everybody's doing okay. I just was thinking, what could I do to show you guys some cool stuff? Cleaning up a little here. So I make these fun little journal cards, or they could be bases for pockets or whatever. And so they are made from book page. And this is backed with some eco-dyed paper, and then I glue it on, and then I sew the edges. So I thought I would show you guys how I do these. And sometimes I do kind of the same thing with these, but I turn them into pockets. So I don't back them then, of course, if they're on heavy enough paper. But these are all from this book here on Rome. This is a front of a greeting card. So just kind of depends on what you want to do. So I thought I'd show you an example of a few of the books that I thought could be cool to show you guys what I pull from. So first, this is a fun little book that I got. And it is Counterculture, The Allure of Mini Mannequins. I won't page through the whole thing because I don't know if people would be comfortable with some of the images in here. There's kind of some creepy like doll faces and stuff, so I just pulled a few pages. Basically what I was looking for was a thicker style page that I wouldn't have to do a lot to if I just wanted to add a little bit of embellishment, and it's pretty stiff. It's a heavier weight paper. So I pulled a few images out, but I'll flip through in the back because I was peeking at some of this stuff. So it's like funny little mannequin, old packaging, like that could be really fun to use as a base for a pocket or a journaling card or something like that. Very different. So there's some really interesting things in here that could be fun. And I got this because it's got like mannequin heads and stuff like that. I thought it would be cool for little journaling cards or for mixed media for the most part. So, but there's some interesting little advertisement and stuff like that. So just thought I'd show you that. And I cut them down because they're stitch signatures. So I opened them that way. And then I just pulled a few images. So I thought she was cool. She was sitting modeling for her head being molded as a mannequin. Here is a gentleman. Well, he is a mannequin, but I thought that was kind of interesting. This was cool. I thought that was really pretty. And then this is really neat too. So we're going to do something with those. So I pulled those out. I'll set these off to the side here. Set this book off to the side. Then lots of people like florals and stuff. So I had gotten this book. It's the White House Garden, but it's got beautiful garden pictures and things like that in it. So I thought I would tear out a couple of these. Once again, heavier paper. Some people don't like working on shiny paper. I do. I don't mind it. And if I do want to add some stuff, you know, you can use a little bit of gesso to tone it down. Clear gesso works really good if you don't like the shine. But I think they make great background bases myself. So that's kind of cool. That's a nice image there. And I think about when I'm looking at these, I think about, oh, would that make a cool base for a belly band? So if I like section it off, like that could be fun for the base of a belly band or something too. Because that's what I'll do with a bunch of these. Okay, this architecture here, that would be cool for a background. So we're just gonna take this one out here. So I just have a blade and I'm just cutting, maybe cutting straight-ish. I'm gonna trim it down with my trimmer anyway. I just want the page. So we got that, and maybe let's do with some kind of a floral. We could just do this rose. I want a little more interesting. A little more interesting. So it's got great little images here that we can cut out for adding as an ephemera onto things as well. Ooh, that's gorgeous. Man, I hadn't really looked through this much yet. I just do a quick flip through if I'm going to grab something at a secondhand shop or whatever. Page through it quickly, feel the weight. Okay, these are gorgeous. Let's do this one. Let's do this page. So we have some different variety of stuff here. Okay, so we got a couple of those just to show you. And so this is that Rome book. I showed you some finished ones. You can see I've been cutting up some stuff out of here. I've been pulling this one apart, looking for good. This is an older book. It's a guidebook to Rome, the Vatican, and the Sistine Chapel. I don't know when it was printed, a while ago. I don't even have the front pages anymore, so. But there's some great things in here that could be used. This castle's cool. Lots and lots of neat stuff. I used a bunch of the artwork in here already as basis for some things. Let's just take this guy. We'll do something with this one. And then this one. Ugh, big one. Big chonker. This is the Audubon Society Book of Wild Birds. So, it has very thick paper pages that have a large print, and it's super neat. And then these gorgeous photographs of birds. So whatever we do here, I want to find some cool birds, at least one, kind of. This depends. Like these paper, this kind of paper, I wish you could feel the texture of it. You can see, I don't know if you can see it. I love paper. See, it's already been starting to get faded around the edges. Let's see, when is the time from this book? When was this book published? Let's see. It should be in the front here. There's so many photographs. So this is from 1976. Okay. So let's find something in here we can use real quick, hopefully. See, lots of these pages. So good to just add into a book itself because you got a lot of plain space. And this is a stitched signature. So we could just take this whole page and then cut it down to fit whatever book we wanted. But this would be all plain writing space that you could decorate, add some embellishment to if you wanted. So don't always look for the same type of book. Look for some different types of things sometimes to find some variations. Like I was like, let me check out this big book over here. The swans are pretty. I just kind of want a little bit smaller of an image for like a tuck spot or something. A journaling card, maybe here. Let's see. Let's go to the back. Whoa, vultures, hello. Grouse. Okay, you're fancy. Hello, fancy. All right, let's do this just so we can find something here. This guy. I kind of want to save the signature. So this is what I'm going to do. I don't know if anybody has done this before or if you know how. So I'll find the center of the signature. I just have a little blade. Some people use a scissors. There's different ways you can do this. Go under those threads, right in the middle. They generally are at least two of them. And then I lift and cut. Just lift and cut. And this will preserve a stitched book. So I cut the one in the garden book, because it was a glued signature. So look at that. Now we have this beautiful heavy duty paper that we could use for other stuff. So that, and here is that pheasant. Ooh, there's a nice owl. But we're gonna take this little guy here. Okay, let me move this off to the side. So I got this book at a secondhand shop as well. I think it was a Mission store when I was visiting my friend. Her and I, we like to go to secondhand shops and things. So I'm just gonna tear this off here. And now, See, this is cool too. This would make a great part of a, like this could even be part of a signature too. It's big enough. So we'll set those aside. I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're talking about these types of things. So let's get our cutter out and do some trimming. Everybody's got a few different techniques they like, different ways to do things. And just all I'm doing is just cutting this down so I can get to this little image. That's all I'm doing. I could have left a little border around it, probably should have. It's fine. Okay, so we have that little image there. Looks like I'm gonna have to change my blade pretty soon. Let's see what we got from the other side of it. So that could be turned into something for a belly band or something like that too. Collage fodder, things like that. I'll not be throwing those away. That's some good kind of texture. Okay, let's do a belly band with this. This is from that Rome book. Let's do about 3 inches. Where does that set me? About there. Well, I kind of like this alleyway. I think I want to do the alleyway. So let's go about there. Okay, so that could be used for something. Kind of want to have this alleyway centered, so that's going to be about 3 inches, and bring it down a little bit, 2 3/4. So I'm thinking about this as being like the center. Or a tall journaling card, or a bookmark. There's different options. Let's see what we like. Do we like that? I do like that. Okay. And now we've got this one. So let's go like so. And then I'm going to put this into a couple of things. So I'm going to cut it here and here. And on this edge, I'm going to trim it a little bit too. Okay. This I think we'll make into a pocket. All right, so these we'll set aside for now too as other things. And then this friend, okay, so pretty. I feel like this would be really cool as bases for pockets or a belly band or some journaling cards. So let's make it square first, square it up. Architecture in the background is always really cool, I think, personally, to make a base for things. Let's see, how many inches are you? 5-ish, well, 5 1/4. So I'm thinking 3 by 5 is usually a good size for like a journaling card. So, and I want them to go this way. All right, let me pull my wing out here. Let's see. Okay, let's just do it this way. I'm gonna cut it about there because I like that. So let's do 3 here. Yeah. So then we have this side and this side. So if we want to have this as a pocket base, I want to do this one as a pocket base. My journals are generally about 5.5 inches, so I know I need to be smaller than that. Otherwise it'll be way too big for my normal size journals. So I'm going to take off a bit. So we're going to go 5 1/4. Okay, so that'll be for like a pocket base. And then let's turn this into a journaling card or a tag. And it's 3 inches wide. we're going to leave it as is as a tag going that way. Okay. And then this one, I'm going to cut down here. So I'm going to get rid of the window part. And that is another little journaling card. Okay. So those are all cut down to size. Then we got these ones. I'm going to just trim off this edge on the side for now. Just to make it even. That one's pretty even. I'm not going to worry about that one. And then I'm not going to worry about the gentleman right now. I just want to do something with her because she's really cool. She's contemplating things while she's sitting being a model. So that would be, this is a great, like, it kind of looks like an old photograph. I mean, it is an old photograph, but the way that it's printed and everything is really interesting. Okay, so we got that part done. Now, next step, this and this, we want to put some backing on it because we're going to use, these are probably going to be journaling cards. This as well, I think, will be a journaling card. I know they're a little bit bigger, but they're really interesting. So I'm going to stop here for a minute, gather some backing, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm going to pause. My video will keep going for you guys. So I will be back in just a moment. Okay, so I grabbed a few things to back some of these. So I just grabbed, these are like front jackets from books. So they're plain paper. They're usually pretty nice quality paper. They're older, they're from some of my older books. So I just grabbed a few of those. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue these down to these guys. And for the ones that are going to be pockets, I don't necessarily care if there's text or something on the back. The ones that are journaling cards, I want to have plain back. And the ones that are going to be pockets, I just grab some book guts that have print on them that I don't really want to use for anything else. So that's what I'm going to do next. So I'll probably fast forward through this part so you can kind of still see what I'm doing, but it'll be a little different. So here we go. Okay, now that we have those glued onto a backing, I'm going to trim them down a little bit. So first, this one, I left it wider because I decided I wanted to tear this. So I'm going to grab my tearing ruler, and hopefully I didn't, probably should have done it first, but you know what? It is what it is. Let's do it about like this. So we're going to tear here. Ooh, this is stiff paper. Okay, we got it. Whew. All right, still use that bit. This is going to be interesting. Oh, okay. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. It's really stiffer paper than I thought it was going to be. Let's give it a shot. Hold it down firm. Okay, if it's not perfect, it's all right, because it's going to be a torn edge anyway. Let's get this side down. It'll make it easier. You don't have to sew these. You could, oh, fudge. You could just glue them down. If you're going to do that and you're not going to sew them, make sure you glue all the way to the edges. I wasn't as careful about that because I know I'm going to sew them. So you certainly don't have to use a sewing machine. And I'm okay with this rough edge. It's kind of what I wanted, so I can add some other stuff. But now that could be a perfect journaling card as is. So that's why I kind of did that. So that one's done or trimmed down. Let's get these other guys going here. So with my trimmer, so I kind of, I don't know, what is that? Not quite a 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to eyeball it. If it's not perfect, it doesn't bother me. It's a little thinner. We can make them all that thin, all the sides. It's about there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's do it. Let's do it on this side. Ooh, I almost made a mistake. Just cut it on the wrong side. See, just a sliver off. And one more. I just think this is so pretty. Put into a journal, a fun journaling card. All right, this guy is going to be a tag. And this side. And let's just do that side too. Since this is going to be a tag, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this punch and go like this. Okay. Could do that before or after the backing. Next, close my glue here. Ah, Nancy. Oh well, that's fine. We'll go with it. Be okay. It's okay. Oof. But I'm going to leave this side, I think, on here. I know it's going to be a big journaling card, but I think that's really kind of cool. We can add some other stuff over here. So, you know what? I tore that corner. Big deal. It's still going to be really fun. We can do something fun with it. All right, so this is going to be a pocket, and this is going to be a pocket. Journaling card, belly band, journaling card, journaling card, journaling card tag. Same. Okay, so these two, because they're going to be pockets, I'm going to put a thumb hole in them. So this is a circle punch, and I am just going to line it up with, it's got these arrows on the sides. So I am just sticking this in there, roughly in the middle, trying my best to make it the middle. Pretty good. Okay, so that's the little thumb hole for that pocket. And we'll do the same on this one. Do we want it this way or this way? This way. Same. You can measure. Okay, now, next thing, I'm going to go to the sewing machine. So pause, and I'll be back in a second with some sewn little goodies. Okay, so here we go. I've stitched these now. getting kind of a funky reflection because it's shiny paper. Not much I can do about it. I'll show you the back. So we got some squiggles. I don't really care that they're there. Kind of add some extra texture. Now with this, could be as is, stick it into your journal, or could add some other little fun stuff, some doodles, things like that. So I'll just show you. This, I threw a little topper on there. It's very crooked. It slid when I was starting to stitch it, but you know what? Accidents happen, whatever. Go with it. It's fun. So that's pretty. Same thing, could add some stuff to it or leave it as is. This one, I varied my stitch. So I did straight stitch and then some zigzag on here. And I like to leave the threads a little bit long so people can clip them in their journals if they want. And then the back, perfect journaling card. So pretty, just as is. Or you could put a little saying, add a little something. Same thing with this one. Really pretty. And then of course this is going to be a pocket base. So this will get put into a journal, and these would be great if we added like a cluster. Put one of our clusters on here, maybe a certain, yeah, like a cluster like that. Then add another pop of color, a flower, or some other focal point. That would be really pretty. Some other scraps of paper, maybe some washi tape, just as an example. Same thing with this. Let's see, I got another one in here. Look at, just add that, or a little bit more colorful. And then glue that on, add some other little scraps, whatever. Another little journaling card. Perfect to tuck into a pocket. So belly band base, same thing. We can add some more fun stuff to this, but we have a really cool background to start with. We can ink our edges, do lots of fun stuff, even like chew up, make the edges a little ratty. Okay, so for this one, I did a little bit different. I decided to outline her and kind of highlight her a little bit. And I think I'm gonna turn her, I'm gonna do some more with her, but I'm gonna make another separate video just with some really fun decoration, maybe do a little mixed media, add some texture paste, something, some stenciling. So we're gonna revisit her because this is turning out really cool and I like where it's going. So I'm gonna add some extra to this just to kind of show you what you can do to kind of add some more if you want, because you don't have to do it with everything in your journal. Everything doesn't have to be over the top. You can have simple stuff and then you can have some crazy fun showpieces. So that's what we're gonna do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to see me do some more, want to see me embellish and decorate these more. I am going to do this lady though, for sure. We're going to do something with her, but I can show you what I do with these pockets. I wish I had some more examples, but I have put them into so many journals lately and I'm so behind on making some things. So with you guys, I'm getting caught up, building up a little bit of my stash so that I have some more bases and stuff that I can pull from to work on things. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like, subscribe, share, and please leave me a comment on what you think or what do you want to see me do. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for being here, guys. And remember, art with your heart. Okay, bye.